So the next video I wanted to do had to do with attire and demeanor tips for male teenagers. I would say around 14 to 18. The first one I want to get out the way quickly is your posture. Number one, I would say relax your shoulders. Always just let it go. Best way to do that, I think, would be like a large deep breath in and out. And I think you should do this throughout the day, especially if you're like in a, I would say, stressful situation. I would say like an example would be like kind of for me right now. Whenever I try to make these videos, I feel like super nervous. So like in the video, I'll try to tell myself, just relax, let it go. If the video comes out bad, then oh well. And I try to do one take on these. So relax your shoulders. I would say look straight. And none of this. Looking at people like that. I think you should always leave your or keep keep your head high like this in terms of you're not hiding your, I guess, your body or you're presenting yourself. I guess I would say you're making not a statement, you just need to be known that you're present. I think presence has a lot to do with that idea of the shoulders and posture. And obviously good posture, it's a good rotation for, I would say, mindset of how you'll go on to carry yourself, not only in a setting where you're nervous, I would say, but even when you're alone by yourself, because that idea of reintroducing you're confident, you have respect for yourself. Because funny enough, I've met a lot of people that don't have respect for themselves now. I don't see why you would do that to yourself, and I don't see why you would expect people to respect you if you don't respect yourself. And I think actionable things such as relaxing your shoulders and looking straight, keeping your chin high in a sense where it's like you're not overdoing it, but the presence factor. I would say secondly is jewelry. When it comes to jewelry, I would say less is more on this one. For example, I think small chains that kind of they're not really concealed, but I kind of call it, the word I use is unintentional drip is what I call it. So I had like one of these chains that I use is this one. I would say a chain as small as this is pretty good. Whereas if you had 4 to 5 of these ones on your neck at the same time, I really think it's that idea of trying. You're trying to be this idea that you're presenting. I honestly think even 2 chains over pushing it, kind of like what I'm wearing. I think the outfit that you're wearing, it's really gonna dictate whether you should have like whatever amount of jewelry you're wearing with it or not. So I also like wearing rings too. I would say even this is pushing it right here. You can even tell my hand shakes during these videos because I get nervous. But I think even 3 rings in like in an outfit, I would say, is overdoing it almost. It's like I kind of like to play on that line a little bit, but 1 ring, if you like wearing rings, I've seen dudes that wear it on their whole hand, and I don't see why. Like, damn. I really don't see why they do that. I think whenever it comes to jewelry, less is always going to be more. And try to find jewelry that doesn't rust, especially for chains, because you don't want that look on you where most of it is like gold or silver, and then there's like that little patch of, like a little patch of brown. You don't want that, or your neck starts to get green. There's chains on Amazon. I usually go to Amazon for chains, and they're always good. So that's where I got these ones right here. Got these ones, and even I would say this one by itself, if you were to wear it by itself, would be pretty good. The other one I wanted to talk about would be cologne. Whenever it comes to cologne, the rule that I follow with it is if you smell good, people, and I'm not sure why, they just treat you better. People will naturally have a better, they just have a better predisposition to you. I'm not sure why. There's more psychology that I'm not diving into it for the sake of simplicity, but some colognes that I use are like Arab colognes, like this one, and I had another one, not sure what one right there. This one, it's called Club de Nuit. Not sure if I'm putting it the right way. And I would say these ones are like foundational in terms of smell, especially Arab colognes. If you're, going through it and you're on a budget, I would say this right here. This right here is lifesaver. You have one of these, and I'm pretty sure it's a body spray, but I put it on my clothes and it's pretty good. It works, it does the job, and I think utilizing these kinds of aspects in your life is always going to be key in terms of your outward expression. Not to overuse big words, but that idea of the outward expression, because whether you like it or not, you could be the smartest person in the world, the most informed person in the world, you could have the best personality in the world, but your presentation, whether you like it or not, will always give that first message to people. So if you'd like to take that gamble in the sense of like, I don't care how people see me, I'm just gonna do me in a sense, then by all means do that. But when things start to shape out in terms of you go to an interview, you want to work your first McDonald's job and whatnot, and you find that you're not making it to 2, 3, which that's pretty interesting, not being able to get a job from McDonald's, but you find it hard to get a job at McDonald's. You have to reevaluate who you are in a sense. And I would say these principles of interactions with people, it's probably what you're missing. And for the next video, concepts I would like to talk about are, I usually don't talk about the next videos, but offense and defense and failing quickly. Oh, actually, I'm not even done with the first video. If you're growing a beard at 14 or 15, 16, 18, I would say get you one of these, or any kind of beard oil kind of thing, and find a barber that won't overcharge you or a family member, or look up a YouTube video on how to cut your own hair, because that's a big part of presentation. Shout out to my brother Young King. It's my barber, number one barber. I had to promote my barber real quick, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother. And I think these things for young men are foundational. If you're a teenager, you want a girlfriend, I'm not saying, but off of this subtopic, the next video I want to do is about offense and defense. That's what we're going to get into. And for those that are watching, should I do like one of them YouTuber things?